mi corazón, con todo mi corazón te doy mi
I'm Larry Lilly. I'm a general surgeon in Columbus, Ohio, practicing at Riverside Methodist Hospital. I was first introduced to Honduras through Jerry Grubbs, who visited our church Sunday school class and showed some slides. I think of that particular time it was a project to bring water to one of the villages. At that time I was intrigued by the people of Honduras and the way they lived, and also Jerry mentioned the fact that they were hoping to take some doctors to Honduras to try to work with the people, and so that sparked my interest, and then probably it was about a year and a half, 2 years later that we were able to make the trip.
My name is Leah Blagg. I'm a nurse at St. Anne's Hospital in Columbus, Ohio. And I came down here because Dr. Girardi needed some nurses to come and help minister to the people in Honduras and provide basic health care. And it was kind of a quick decision for me to come, but when he presented the opportunity to me, I knew that it was something that I was supposed to do.
My name is Tara Lilly, and I'm 17, and I live in Upper Arlington, Ohio, and I'm a junior in high school.
I'm Rhoda Bowman. I live in Westerville, Ohio, which is by Columbus, but I'm originally from Toledo, Ohio, and I'm a nurse in labor and delivery at St. Anne's Hospital.
My name is Jerry Girardi. I'm an obstetrician and gynecologist in Columbus, Ohio. And for the past week we've been here in Honduras.
My name is Karen Steves. I come from Cicero, Indiana, which is a small town outside of Indianapolis. My undergraduate degree is in medical technology, which gives me a background for the medical work that I did here. But I was in the Peace Corps for 10 years. I was in the Peace Corps and then lived a total of 10 years in Venezuela. So I speak Spanish fluently. And that's my main purpose here, is to be a translator for the doctors. And I feel like they definitely needed someone to help them translate. So I feel good about what I've been able to do here with them.
My name is Linda Yonker. I'm a registered nurse at St. Anne's Hospital, where I work in the labor and delivery department. But more important than that, I'm a wife and a mother, and that's really my primary job, taking care of my children and raising a family the best I can, and more important than that, just being a Christian.
But I will say, although I have lived in a third world country for 10 years, I have never seen people so poorly off materially. There was only one village that had electricity or water or television, radio, any of the material things that we think are essential to life. In most of these villages, you could have gone back in time 100, 200 years. They weren't even using the wheel. The only thing perhaps that I could see the wheel used for was to grind the corn that they used, but their lives were essentially unchanged. I say poor because they didn't have enough to eat. The children were often malnourished and starving.
The people of Honduras are, I think, what I saw were a people that were hardworking, a people that wanted to improve, and that we could see the pride on the part of say, the one pastor's face that where he had been able to move from his little mud and stick shack, we would call it, house to him, to move to his new, more modern structure, which he referred to as a palace. For us, it probably would only be an outbuilding for storing of our tractors or whatever, but for him it was a palace. And to see the pride on his face, and to see the people of his church seem to take pride in that for him. I think that you know, these aren't people looking for a handout. They're not people that are looking for charity, but people who are looking for a way to improve themselves.
The question that we ask ourselves as we come to a setting like this is who are the people that we meet as we go from village to village, who in the name of Christ we can kneel and with the gift God has given us, bathe their feet. And inasmuch as we're doing it unto the one of the least of these, we are doing it unto Jesus, and we are once again bathing his feet with precious ointment, that is, the gift that he's given us.
This gentleman came to the clinic at the church today complaining of a cough, but when Dr. Girardi checked him, found that he had a bulge in his groin, which was an inguinal hernia. He complained that it often bothered him. I think Jerry maybe can tell you better than I. What was his complaint, Jerry?
He said that when his coughing became bad, that the bulge became much worse and the pain consumed him, meaning that he had a little bit of a protrusion of the bowel out through there, which was giving him a significant amount of pain until it went back in. And he works in the fields, and it's impossible for him to continue to work if he continues to have this. He was given the option of going back to the hospital, but has no money and no way to get there.
Our concern was that if the bowel became incarcerated, then it would be a life-threatening situation, and certainly it is appropriate for him to get it repaired. We talked to him about the possibilities and the options, and he really declined to go to the hospital, probably for the reasons Jerry mentioned. We feel that we can prepare it for him here, and he does want to go ahead and have it done so he can return to the fields and work.
Puede dormir.
Padre Santo que estás en el cielo.
Are we supposed to be using the suture?
Estamos pidiendo
Yeah,
a ti
Val.
por nuestro hermano Matías, Señor.
You're going to have to
Que
just
tú,
open and
Señor,
throw the
seas el
suture
que
on
lleve
it.
la
Que no va a estar ahí. No cerquita.
El doctor dice que...
These are the other ones. That's okay. Just keep the penicillin. Keep those there too.
Flashlight shine there. I got one.
Bueno, a little fan will be good, so good, yeah.
¿Será una ventana?
Yeah.
What's the matter with the lights?
Marilyn.
No, they're dimming.
Yeah, light right here.
Yeah.
As straight overhead, but up about this high.
Right here.
Full-blown surgery.
One sponge and 3 laps.
One sponge, 3 laps. I lost the end.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 1, 15.
Sorry.
That counts correct.
Thank you.
Okay.
Again?
That's why they gave them to me.
That's right.
They want them back, though.
Did they want back?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Everybody watching TV's dims the light.
Yeah.
That's been a favorite show.
Yeah, maybe a soap opera, no? Favorite soap opera.
Aww. Mine was taped.
What was?
Well, ¿cuál es la novela? ¿Mi favorita? ¿Cuál es la
We
novela?
started at 7:21, and it is
11.
8:11. So
You were right when you said an hour.
Just
Maybe we
put
can give her a
people-
sack of the aspirin.
Yeah,
Just
it might be
make
better than putting gauze in. Let's go ahead and cut those.
we don't have sterile tape. How close you want it?
Pretty much on it.
No, we don't have sterile tape, but I can make
don't take
I can
more.
make a butterfly out of tape.
Okay. One more.
You know how to do it, Linda?
¿Cuánto de dieta? ¿Cuántos meses?
How long does he have to keep the Tegaderm on?
¿Cuántos meses de dieta?
I'd like for him to take it easy for a week. And then if he goes back to work, he should try to avoid a lot of heavy straining.
The hospital told him that she's going to be operated. She said, oh my. She thinks too many things. You were poor. He died. We don't know what happened. She thought the most terrible thing, that will happen. ¿Y ahora está contenta? You're crying now. Gloria, ahora tiene que estar más fiel. ¿Verdad?
Is she upset or is she?
No.
She's happy. She's happy.
She's
Yeah.
relieved.
She's relieved.
Oh, ya. Está ya descansada, ¿verdad? Emocionada.
Tell her that he's gonna be fine.
He's all better.
And then we might want to check his vitals while he's sitting for a couple minutes.
Ahí sí te sé.
Let him know that it's not blood, that's the
Eso,
anesthetic.
eso no es sangre, sino la anestesia que le pusieron.
Beba.
Ajá.
Now he's drinking the first drink after the operation 1 hour. Gracias, Señor,
Thank you, Lord,
por esta oportunidad
for this opportunity
que tú nos has dado.
that you've given us.
Gracias
Thank you, Lord,
porque estos doctores
because these doctors
han hecho
have done
tu voluntad.
your will.
Ellos han venido desde muy largo
They have come from very far away
para hacer este trabajo.
to do this work, Lord,
A esta familia
for this family
que es muy pobre.
that is very poor.
Gracias, Señor.
Thank you, Lord,
Y esperamos
and we wait
y sabemos
and we know
que tú vas a seguir ayudando
that you are going to continue to help
a nuestros amigos doctores y hermanos.
to help the doctors and our friends.
Gracias, Señor,
Thank you, Lord,
porque todo esto lo hacemos
because all of this we do
en tu nombre.
in your name,
Y en tu nombre
and in your name
estamos clamando
we are claiming
victoria
victory
en este cuerpo de este hombre.
in this body of this man,
Porque ahora
because now
el cuerpo es el que tiene que conseguir que se vaya sanando bien.
because this body will continue to heal correctly,
Y gracias te damos,
and we give you thanks
porque sabemos que va a estar bien.
because we know that he will be well.
Ahora, Señor,
And now, Lord,
llévanos bien a Bartolo
let us give us traveling mercies to Bartolo,
y que él pueda dormir bien.
and that he will have a good night's sleep.
Gracias.
Thank you, Lord.
En el nombre de Cristo.
In the name of Jesus.
Amén.
Amen.
Dígale adiós, hermano Charlie. Adiós, dígale. Adiós.
Adiós. Gloria a Dios.
As far as the medical type of problems we saw, probably not as different as I expected. I thought we'd see some more unusual things, I guess, or perhaps even some sicker people. But I think basically because of the lifestyle they live, the sick don't live to be seen. They die.
A 40-day-old baby that it's real tiny, bones sticking out, little arms and legs were just this big around, really malnourished, smaller than a normal newborn size. It probably weighed about 3 or 4 pounds. It was sad. It was hard to hold that baby and see it like that. It was really heartbreaking because I hold so many, in my line of work. That was as difficult for me as when we have a stillbirth at the hospital. It was that same pain.
I think you get so caught up in your world, and like you had shared earlier, you see the Kurds on TV and the people in Bangladesh and Honduras and the poor countries of the world, and you see it on TV and you say, as you sit in your comfortable air-conditioned house in your wonderful clothes and with your full tummy, and you sit there and you watch it on your $1,000 television set, and you say, oh, my heart just aches for those people. and then you turn it off and you go play tennis. It's, you can't turn your back on that. For what we have, it's incredible what we have, and what we could do without would make such a big difference in someone else's life. You know, buying a different name brand, instead of buying name brand clothes, buy generic and send them the difference down here. It could send a child to high school. It's incredible, the amount of money that you waste. Just on nothing. Just throw it away. It's nothing. And what a difference it can make down here. It could save that poor baby's life that we know is going to die. That child is going to die. If not this week, next week, the child will be dead. And the money that we're in the United States just, you know, for entertainment or whatever, going to the movies, could buy food for that child. One trip to the movies could feed that child for weeks. It's incredible.
I have all the confidence in the world in this mission because I've seen it. I see what they do. I see how they're helping the people. And like I say, there's no other way. Their government has let them down. They won't do it. So who else do the people have to turn to except the missionaries? And who do the missionaries have to turn to but us? We have to help them. And therefore we are directly helping the people get out of their poverty. We're keeping children from starving to death. We're helping women who have had pelvic inflammatory disease for years relieve that. There's just no end to the amount of direct help we can give by giving our money to help missions like this.
When I think you hear the word Honduras now, I'm going to just be flooded with all kinds of feelings and emotions and memories. I think that the thing that stands out the most is the little thatch roof lean-to down by this little water hole where the pigs and the chickens and the children all play and eat and go to the bathroom, and in the same area. The drinking water is the same water that everyone does everything else in. And it's just incredible to me to think that of people living that way every single day. No matter what I do when I go home, when I'm at the swimming pool or when I'm at the grocery store or playing with my children, they're still going to be by that little water hole. And that affects me.
The only scripture that some people in these villages in Honduras will ever read is what they read in our life. They can't read. If they can understand the scriptures as we go among them and gently, kindly, lovingly touch them in the name and the Spirit of Christ as living stones among them. Why can we do that? At once we knew very little of God's kindness. Now our very lives, Peter says, have been changed by the kindness of Christ. So because we know the living cornerstone, we become the living stones that carry now the message of God's love and kindness to a world that needs to be touched by that.